Kitchen Garden Allotments.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Dan's Kitchen Garden Allotment. Just before this video starts, please go along and hit that subscribe button to join the family. Also give the video a like and hit the share button. Let's get this video started. So then guys, today I'm at home. I'm not at the allotment. I've got a few bits and pieces to do here, so I've also been shopping. So what I thought I'd do is bring you along and show you what I've been buying. Seeds galore. Let's have a look. So then guys, just before this video starts, just before Christmas or just after Christmas, I released a video where I was fortunate enough to be winning a bundle package from Lee Skinny Jean Gardener. I shall leave his link in the description box below, where I was lucky enough to win some of these Empathy garden feeds, which is going to come brilliant in growing seeds and everything for this year. I've got some rose feed, I've got some tomato feed, some for the lawns, and for hanging baskets and for the grass. I've also got some tomato feed as well. So this is going to come brilliant in the allotment over the next few months. So thank you to Lee for that, and what I should do is leave a card above this video so you guys can come go along and have a watch of that video. Next thing is I brought this 2 days ago. I see it in Wilkinson's and I thought it was an absolutely fantastic thing. I thought, wow, that's going to be brilliant for the allotment. Let's show you what it is. Look at that. It's an all-in-one trowel. So you've got your digging trowel, you've got your depths on the trowel. So that's going to be another brilliant thing, so you know how deep we're going. You've got a little prick at the end of the trowel just to prick out weeds and stuff like that. You have a knife on this side to cut back anything, and you also have a rotating saw, a cutting saw on this side. So it's basically like a 5-in-1 tool. At the moment, I did say Wilkinson's, but I'm sure this was Robert Dyer's, and they had them in offer from £10 all the way down to £2. So I thought that would be good for the allotment, and even better, it comes in a handy little case, so you can keep it on your belt. You can keep it on your belt so you won't have any problems of losing it and stuff like that. It's always with you. So that's one purchase I brought for the allotment. And I've also been out buying loads and loads of seeds. Just pick them ones up. Last year, if you realise that, I did get a big bundle of seeds where a lot of them didn't work for some reason, so I've gone back to good old Wilkinson's. They always do good vegetables, and I don't really have a problem with growing any of their seeds. So that's what I've done this year. So let's have a look through these seeds to see what I've got for this year for the allotment. So the first one is, we got a few packets of these of parsnips, the honey roasted parsnips. I tried them for the first time last year, and I didn't have any problems at all with growing parsnips, and they were all straight, so that was brilliant. So there is a few more packets, so if I see them I'll just put them to the side there. Runner beans. As you see, last year the runner beans I had wasn't Wilkinson's. They were bought from offline and they weren't very good. I had a lot of flowers but no running off of runner beans at all. So I've got 2 packs of them. So normally I place about 40 in the runner beans section, 40 plants each side. So that's more than enough to cover that job. And if I have any spares, I get to save them for a later time. What else have we got? So we've got some carrots. So all these will be going at the allotment. Good old butternut squash, absolutely brilliant. Love this stuff. I used my last one the other day, so I haven't actually got any more butternut squash left. So this year I want to plant a little bit more butternut squash to keep me going till the next harvest. This Wrigley old bag, another pack of runner beans. I believe my one of my brothers got me this for Christmas, and their kid thought they could open it up and see what's inside it for the fun, but that's absolutely fine. As I said, more butternut squash for the garden, for the allotment. Sweet corn, as a lot of my subscribers already know on the channel, we absolutely love them. But Wilkinson's, I didn't have none at all, so I had to go with this brand. So I don't know what these are going to turn out like. They were £2.80 a packet, where in Wilkinson's I believe they're normally £1. I might even have a packet around here somewhere. There's somewhere around here. I think there's one packet around here. Yeah, they're £1.50 normally for a packet. This was a packet I picked up, the very last one they had. So they're going to be good for the allotment. Going to be doing leeks this year as well. Some turnips. Some of these brands are what I got given for Christmas, like these Swedes. I got given these off my brother for Christmas, and they're good until the end of this year, actually 2024. So these are going to be brilliant, even to store up hopefully. More carrots. Some pumpkins. This is going to be a test. I brought these pumpkins, and I've also got the seeds indoors from the pumpkins that I harvested last year. So let's see if we can get any bigger and beat, I think it was 35 pounds, I think it was, the biggest one last year. So let's see if we can get any bigger. Brussels sprouts. I think I've got 2 packets of them around here somewhere. And in the last video that I released, I had a few comments come back to say about the Brussels sprout roots going into the compost bin. I knew they didn't have any problem with club root and stuff like that, so I know that was just down to my fault. So if you do go to put Brussels sprout roots into your compost bin, just make sure that you know that you haven't got club root or any form of diseases to the bottom of the roots. I just thought I'd make that clear. Got some lettuces, some relishes. I'm going to be putting these out, and also got more parsnips here. Got some cabbages, tomatoes. These are going to be a good test this year, because what I'm going to do with tomatoes is, when I got this package from Empathy from Lee, I got these. So I shall be doing 3 tomatoes with these capsules and 3 tomatoes without. And I shall also be adding a household tomato seeds to see if they're any better either. So stay tuned to see what the outcome of that is. Beetroot. I'm not planting as many beetroot as I did last year. Still got beetroot coming out of my ears, guys. These mini sweet corns, I've never done them, but I'm going to give them a try this year and just to see what they're like. I was brought this from my brother, so I'm going to give them a try. I've brought them from the shop before, but I've never attempted to grow them. So if anyone has grown them before, please put in the comment section below. Let me know what sort of soil they're like, and do they like to be spaced in groups of 5, because I'm still a little bit unsure about them. I need to do a little bit more reading up on them. Sweet peas. This is going to be another one what's new this year. This is sweet peas. Very rarely grow sweet peas, so I'm going to give them a try as well for this year too. And here we've just got a variety of different flowers for the garden, what the missus has purchased and wants me to seed up for the garden. There is a few here. That's the cucumbers. That's not to go in the garden, that's the new veg, and obviously some sunflowers for the little one. For when she does her growing in her little place. The other thing I've brought is literally getting on top of it, guys. Potatoes. They come from Wilkinson's too. We've got Maris Pipers. I see a lot of people who chip Maris Piper potatoes and chip a lot of their winter potatoes. I don't tend to do it. I just put them in the ground, and my motto is, the farmers, do you think they stand there and chip all their potatoes? No. So I will be putting these in. These are a main crop, so these will be going in at probably the middle of April at the allotment. Still going. And Desamura. These ones are another main crop potatoes, won't be chitted as well, and these will just be going straight into the allotment as is. Sometimes I even cut them. As a first crop, I brought some Charlotte, and these are the first crop potatoes, and these will be going in probably within the next 2 weeks at the front of plot 2. And the reason why that is because I want to bring the shed down to the allotment and put the shed there probably at about August time when it's a bit dry. As I said, I've had a complete fail on onions this year, and these are going to be the onions that I'm growing for this year. Got some red shallots, little red onions with a few white ones in. Wilkinsons are scamming me. And got some white onions as well. So hopefully they'll be okay until the beginning of April, because you don't want to put red onion sets in just yet, because if they go into the ground just yet, you'll find that they try and bolt quite a bit into the ground. So you want to leave these until the weather starts to get a little bit warmer. I would say the middle of April, start of April time, all depending on the area. So guys, that's what I brought for the allotment. Let's go and have a look at the greenhouse and see what else I need to do in the greenhouse. So then, I did say that I'm going to be replacing this greenhouse, which is true, but unfortunately I haven't been able to do it this year. So what I've decided to do is just give it a little bit of a clean up, and hopefully by September time I'll be able to put the pennies together and to buy a brand new greenhouse, which will be going further back. As I said in the previous video, the whole garden is hopefully going to be revamped this year at some stage. As you can see, I've started doing a little bit of demolition and clearing, and that's just sitting there. That's why I need a skip for coming soon. So if I head into the greenhouse, I've had a little bit of a clean up in here. It was dumped up with all my old daughter's trampolines and stuff like that, but now it's nice and clear. I can get in here and do a bit of sewing, which I haven't done none at all. One job I have to do is give all these trays a very good clean before I start sewing into these trays. But the seeds are all, these trays are all set up, the seeds are all set up, everything's ready to go for the season. But as you can see, it's just, this greenhouse has just started to get a little bit battered, I think, and I think it's getting time for it to be replaced. It was free at the end of the day, it come from the allotment, and now I think it's time for its retirement. So carry on with the Wilkinson's theme. Hopefully they'll be sponsoring me for Michelite. I brought a bag of this in there yesterday, and the reason why I go for this stuff, because the other stuff is the white, you get like the little white bits in there. It's like more like a very light cat litter, and I find it dries out the soil quite bad, and it sometimes it can cause the plants to not shoot very good. So what I've done is I've gone for the thinner stuff. This is the slightly dearer stuff. This is, I think this is £6 for 10 litre, which in the schemes of it, it could be absolutely brilliant and priceless. Every year I normally use home-based multi-purpose compost, and I don't seem to have any problem with that at all, so I will be using that this year too. Sorry about that, guys, I had a delivery to go and do, sort out. But my daughter's trampoline, unfortunately it got to a decaying state and it was ready for the dustbin. So I took all the poles out, stuck them outside the door for the front door, and I remembered that it had all of these stretchy bands on, and I was thinking that they might come in handy for if I've got to tie down any netting or stuff like that and other things on the allotment. So let me know in the comment section below what you could use these for in the allotments and around the allotments. So what I'll do now is move over to the old seed box. Haven't been in here all year, so let's have a look to see what's in here and what condition they are. As you can see, I've still got hundreds of seeds in here, which I know some of them aren't any good. So I'm going to have a good sort out of this and have a clear out, because there is a few I tried last year which I know were rubbish. See, things like chilies and that, I could try and give them a sow now to see if I get anything from them. Last year I wasn't that successful. But if I just flick through some of these, I'm sure I can find some that was absolutely rubbish. See these tomatoes, these can go in the bin because they were rubbish last year. Cucumbers were brilliant last year, and why? Because I was using Wilkinson's cucumbers. Never seem to have problems with any of Wilkinson's seeds. And as I'm flicking through this quickly, you can see we have quite a few seeds to go through here. Packet of broad beans, absolutely hate the things. Comes with the packet, but I can't stand them, so I won't be using them at all within the next year. As I said, it's just sorting out a few packets and doing a few bits and pieces and sorting out this part of the greenhouse. But that's the greenhouse ready to go for the year. So then guys, I know it was a bit of a rambling video. I had a few bits and pieces to show you for the allotment, and it's always good to show you these sort of things for the allotment, and for especially for them new people who don't know on what seeds to get and stuff like that. So I'm strongly recommending Wilkinson seeds. I don't seem to have had any problems with them, and they seem to grow quite well. So guys, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're watching this video and you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button and make sure the bell notification is switched on at all times. Until the next video guys, I'll catch you later.